secrets of different bills. At Uncle Demi, you need it, I got it listed here. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it here. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a lot of threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface, still they try to drag my name in dirt. They try to bring me down, see me winning, you ain't like me.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is your man, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you. Now we know, before we get into this video, go ahead and drop a like. Let's get this video to 1,500 likes, right? 1,500 likes, and your man, your favorite uncle, will go ahead and make this build at 99.9, which will make this build have 104 badge upgrades. That will be the most potential badges you can get on any build, including a legend build, all right? So all we have to do is get this to 1,500 likes, and we will see, or I guess you can say y'all will be able to see something truly special. Okay, doing such a great job, my nephews and nieces. Mikey, listen, this community, right? My subscribers, the Rare Build movement, the community that Uncle Demi started, we are the best community in 2K. Understand that. I do not want y'all to ever once think, listen, before, man, this is so true, guys, and every single one of y'all can relate when the game first came out. When everybody started making meta builds and then all of a sudden, you know, people start saying, oh, you can make a rare build. Oh man, that build's trash. You might as well make a playmaking shot creator. Oh man, that build's trash. You might as well make an offensive threat. Oh, that build's trash. You might as well make a paint piece. Oh, that build. Now all of a sudden, everybody wants to get a rare build, man. So make sure, listen, look in the mirror and understand this. You're not a follower, you're a leader. You are an innovator. You are the one that decided a long time ago when you went to Uncle Demi's channel and you saw these rare builds, you was like, yo, I'm making these. I don't want to make those meta builds, man. Listen, check this out. Nobody was even saying anything about no meta build until Uncle Demi started talking about the meta builds, man. Think about it. Think about 2K19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, right? Was anybody talking about meta builds, rare builds? None of that was brought up until Uncle Demi started calling a meta build. And if you really think about it, when you talk about meta is something that you usually use for like different types of games, like Classic Clans and like other games like that. I brought meta in here because I came from that type of community, right? So when people were saying meta, like, what are you talking about meta? I'm like, listen, yo, these are meta builds. And then look at all my videos when it says meta builds, right? I started saying that, and all of a sudden everybody wants to talk about meta build, rare build. Understand this. You've been on that wave since day one. Everybody else is following y'all now. They're following us. So keep that in mind. I'm so proud of y'all, man. Right now we're sitting at 55,301 subscribers. We're gonna hit 100K really soon, man. 60K is definitely coming right up in this window. We're probably gonna hit that sometime early in like a week and a half. So let's continue to sub up, man. Please, let's continue to sub up and let's get into this video right now. Let me just say this. So I'm a legend, and I'm like, man, y'all seen the most badges on the build, which is a slash and shot creator. And I was like, what if I could make that better? And then, I don't know, grind it out to 99.9, have all the badges, and see what it feels like to have 104 badges, right? So I was like, nah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. So that's what we're gonna get. If we get to 1,500 likes, I'm gonna do this, man. So check this out. You wanna go with the slashing, and you wanna go with the playmaking, okay? Now, one thing I can say about the slashing and playmaking is extremely, extremely, extremely powerful pie chart when it comes to ISO players, dunking. It's very toxic, especially when you make it the way I'm about to make it. And I'm gonna explain this as I go through, right? Now, a lot of people might think that slashing playmaker is not actually used a lot, but if you think about it, it is. The facilitating finisher at small forward is predominantly made out of the blue and yellow pie chart. A lot of people love that build. So don't get it twisted. This pie chart is used a lot in the community. It's just not used at the point guard spot a lot. Now just imagine using it at the point guard spot and getting almost 20 more badges than you would if you was a small forward. So then all of a sudden a bell went off in my head. I said, okay, bet. So we all know how popular Joe Knows has made his LeBron James build, which is made out of this pie chart here. And let's give credit when credit's due. A lot of people use that build because Joe Knows is such a prominent content creator in the 2K community. So when he used this pie chart here to make LeBron James, a lot of people went to small forward and made LeBron James out of this pie chart, which is 100% understandable. It's a really good build, right? But we all know, putting in that power forward, right? I mean, I'm putting that point guard, you not only get more badge upgrades, but you also get more attributes, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get this physical pie chart here with the vert and with the speed, because the simple fact is that you can get 99 in acceleration, vert, and speed off rip at this height. Now we're gonna adjust it and make him taller, right? But you still wanna use this pie chart here, okay? Now, you wanna max out the first 3, and then you wanna go to 20 right here, okay? That's gonna give you 20 finishing badges. Then what you wanna do is you wanna max out everything here, and then you wanna drop your free throws by 1 to keep your 13. Then you wanna max out your pass accuracy and your ball handling. Then you wanna drop your pass accuracy by 1 to keep it at 22. Then you wanna max out your perimeter defense, your lateral quickness, your steals, and then you wanna max out your rebounding. So let's just do the math. 20, 13, 22, and 9. That is a whopping 64 badges. Just think about that. The two-way slashing playmaker, which is a very popular build, you get 61. This build right here gets 64. So imagine this build with Hall of Fame finishing, with 30 Hall of Fame finishing badges and 32 Hall of Fame playmaking badges. That is ridiculous, all right? Then you get 23 shooting and 19 defensive. That's not fair. You understand what I'm saying? That is not fair at all. But what makes this build even crazier, right? This time with your body type, you can go ahead and keep it. Let's just go with, let's go with solid. I'm gonna go solid. You wanna go to 6'5", right? You wanna go to 6'5", go ahead and get your weight and move it to 200 pounds, okay? As you know, me in the clutch, my phone is on, all right? You wanna go ahead and put it at 200 pounds, okay? Then with your wingspan, you can do 2 things. You can either leave it at default, right? Or you can max it all the way out. It's really your call, okay? Maxing your wingspan out, what that does is it's going to allow you to make a lot of more contact dunks. It's going to allow you to play extremely better defense. You're going to be this tall and longer. And as we all know, what 2K Labs came out maybe about like 3 weeks ago, your wingspan has a lot to do with how often you make contested shots and how often you make contested layups. So y'all remember back in 2K19, if I'm not mistaken, you remember like the more you maxed out your wingspan, it was like the more you could hit contested shots, right? And then the lower you max your wingspan, the less you could make contested shots. Well, guess what? Even though that's not something that's in the game in 2K20, it's still the same. It's still the same, yes. So even though you max out your wingspan and it lowers your open shot 3 and your open shot mid-range, you actually get a boost on your contested 3-point shot and your contested mid-range. And you can see that a lot, man. Shout out to my boy Flo Jerk, you know what I'm saying? When he was playing, you know, everybody seen his wages against Annoying, but if you watch his stream, look at how many contested shots he hit that are white. They're not even green. And then look at, and then also he gets greens, and he does not have Deadeye. It's because his two-way slashing playmaker is the best two-way slashing playmaker on the game. He maxed out the wingspan. We all know that, listen, 13 shooting badges is enough with a 61 3-point shot. You get a +5, you have a 66 3-point shot. If you can't hit a 3-point shot with a 66 3 with 13 shooting badges with gold range extender and gold hot zone hunter, then obviously this build ain't for you, right? But individuals that play with two-way slashing playmakers, you're used to having low 3-point shots, like a low 3-point shot and being able to hit. You will have a 75 mid-range shot, which is great, right? The 85 ball handling, and of course you'll have a 98 speed with 90 ball handle at 99.9. So, I mean, to me, this is the best version. But like I said, if you are somebody that needs to have a higher shot, like right now, this will put it at a 69 3-point shot, then go ahead. If you want to go all the way down, minimize it, go ahead too. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. And understand that. I tell you every single time, my nephews and nieces, play the way that you play and you're comfortable with, okay? Please understand that. There's a reason why I do not have the best jump shot video, okay? It's because everybody has different latency at their house with the internet. Some of y'all hardwire, some of y'all are wireless. You have to figure it out on your own. You have to figure out what's the best jump shot for you and your latency. These YouTubers, they'll come out with the best jump shot. That's the best jump shot for them, for the way that their mind works, the way that, you know, their thumb knows how to release it on their internet, on their latency, on their server. You have to figure that out yourself, right? So understand it's the same thing here. 77 might be best for you, okay? If you know that you have difficulty hitting shots, go 77, right? If you're comfortable at 81.6, go with that. If you're a demon and you know that you don't need a high 3-point shot, then go here, right? And that's what I'm going with. I'm going with 86.2, right? Now, here's the next thing. You can get slashing takeover or playmaking takeover. It really is what your preference is once again. Now, someone like myself, I just am in love with playmaking takeover, okay? Because I just love to be able to drop you. I love the fact that this is ISO build and everybody's fearful of this build, okay? If you go with slashing, it's the same thing. It's extraordinary when it comes to going to the basket. So again, you can't go wrong with either. I do highly recommend that. I would say most of y'all should go with the slashing take. If you're not a dribbler like that, go with the slashing take. If you're someone that can dribble a little bit and you understand that, I guess you can say the dynamics of, you know, how to get yourself open and how to dribble, then go with playmaking takeover, and that's what I'm going with. So here you have it, my nephews and nieces, the slashing playmaker. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to test this build out, give them the 99, and we're going to talk about the badges for an individual that is not a legend and individuals that are legends. Understand this, again, 104 badges. Like, are you kidding me? I mean, badge upgrades. Are you kidding me? Now listen, off rip, you want to go with contact finisher, you want to go with giant slayer, you want to go with consistent finisher, you want to go with relentless finisher, and you want to go with slithery, all right? These are the ones that I say go with off rip, okay? No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Then for my ones that are legend, yes, you want to go ahead and get your fancy footwork. That will make it now 4 right there. Your acrobat, that will be 8. And then your silver badge, the silver badge that you have left over, you can go ahead and put that on Lob City Finisher if you plan on getting Lob Cities, or you can go ahead and put that on Putback Boss. Me, I put it on Putback Boss because I just want to get those opportunities to get those crazy tip backs, those tip dunks, okay? Now, for the shooting, this is what I say right here. Silver quick draw with base 38. Range extender on gold. Hot zone hunter on gold. Green machine, right, on silver. Volume shooter on gold. Now, you do get, for my legends, you get 10 more badges, right? Get difficult shots, that's 3, right? Get dead eye, that's 6. Go ahead and get your corner specialist, and I'm gonna tell you why you want to get that corner specialist. Right? Get corner specialist, that's 9. And then get your last one again and put it here, and that makes green machine on gold, that's 10. Now, the reason why you want to go corner specialist is because if you're someone like me that likes to post up sometimes and you catch yourself sometimes in a corner when your other guy's here, it's just really good to have corner specialist on gold. Trust me, it works out a lot. You'll be amazed at how many times you shoot shots in the corner. Also with this build, difficult shots, corner specialist in the corner doing fadeaways, that is a GG, it's automatic, all right? So keep that in mind, it makes sense. I recommend you doing that, all right? Then the playmaking badges. Of course, you wanna go hands for days, you wanna go quick first step, you wanna go, where you at? You wanna go ankle breaker, you have to get bailout on silver, space creator, and unpluckable, right? These will be the ones that I say go off with a rip. Diamond and floor general is great if your teammates need it. If not, then you're very fortunate enough you don't have to worry about that, okay? Now, if you are a legend, then you can go ahead, get Dimer, that's 4, floor general, that's 8. You have 2 badges left over. Those 2 badges, what I usually do is I either throw it on bailout, which I recommend throwing on bailout, whatever, or you can throw it on something like tight handles, because every once in a while it does activate and you can stun somebody with the tight handles, all right? But that's what I recommend. Then here, which is just so freaking crazy to think about, you get clamps, you want to get your intimidator, and then of course you want to go where you're at, pick dodger, right? Pick dodger, right? I recommend you play on ball defense with this build because you have max wingspan, you have almost an 80 steal, you have a good perimeter defense, your lateral quickness, you can do that, right? But this is what I say you could go with because you're 6'5" with a max wingspan. You're going to be extremely difficult to go against, all right? Now for my legends, okay, which takes us to a whole different level. Then you want to go ahead and get tireless defender, that's 3. Then you want to go ahead and get rim protector on silver, that's 5. You want to get chase down on bronze, that's 6. You want to get interceptor on silver. Again, that makes it 8. You have 2 badges left over, and you definitely want to go with pogo stick. All right, now you could change it up and go off-ball pass, because off-ball pass on silver, like I said, I've been working with this a lot, and sometimes I still get stunned, but it does says right here, hold their match with off-ball pass, and don't get their ankles broken as often. So this is very important for the individuals that play on-ball defense, and someone gets playmaking takeover. I know holding your nuts, right? Like, you know, trying to take a charge has been the wave, right? And it still is very effective. I do use that a lot too, okay? And trying to take charges. But I do feel that off-ball pass has some type of relevance now. There hasn't been a lot of testing on it, but I do use that build. I mean, this badge on my multi-position defender, and I feel like it works. So that's something that you can take in consideration also, right? But listen, again, 1,500 likes, Uncle Demi will bring out a 104 badge, 6'5", max wingspan, slashing playmaker. I think this is toxic. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and get that, drop those likes, all right? Make sure you subscribe. And also, I do stream every single day on Twitch. Make sure you tune in to me on Twitch if you want to see these builds being ran on, man. And other than that, this is your man, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really, really soon with another banger. You know, when I say I'll be back soon with another banger, you know exactly what day I'm talking about, man. I'm talking about tomorrow. I'm out.
Yeah. Rare form, yeah.